New York City is home to the U.S. headquarters of Amnesty International, a global movement of over 3 million people fighting injustice and promoting human rights. They've been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for their life-saving work. And today, they're using insights from analytics to potentially save even more lives. Let's take a look at their story. For over 30 years, Amnesty International has operated what it calls its Urgent Action Network. It's a powerful email alert system that mobilizes supporters to rapidly respond to human rights threats unfolding across the globe. And therein lies their data challenge. Over those 30 years, they've collected tons of data, 5,000 urgent action cases from more than 50 countries. What could they learn from all that data, and how would they go about doing that? Anu Gate led the effort. So Anu, you guys had 30 years worth of human rights data. What were you hoping to find in that?
What we're really hoping to get out of it was to provide our activists and our members with the ability to look not only at the violations and the urgent actions that were active now, but look at the action that had been taken and kind of these positive outcomes of the data for the past 30 years. And we really wanted to make sure that not only the people that we were helping, but to show our activists that their work makes an impact and show them the hard evidence. If you reach out, people will listen, and the louder that you yell, the more they'll listen.
So you wanted to dig into this data and see these patterns. How did you go about doing that?
Amnesty just had countless thousands of lines of data. The most interesting for me was to look at a given year and seeing how many violations and what countries were kind of the hot zones during that year. And that ties so directly into things that are happening. If there's a war, if there is a change in government, there's violations, crackdowns, to see where these violations are happening, and not only where, but what are the most common types of violations happening during a certain time period.
And so that's something that you guys couldn't see until you analyzed the data to get that insight?
We were able to look at these violations on a case-by-case basis and look at them and do some very basic data analysis, but to look at 30 years of data is a completely different story. And that's something that we couldn't achieve without having data scientists really delve into it.
Thank you so much, Anu. It was a really great project, and thanks for taking the time to talk with us. And I have to say, even though I work with data every day, I'm still amazed by all of the great things that came out of this project. And this is really one of my favorite kinds of stories, using big data for the greater good.